Okay, just to give you an idea as to how it is I ascertain or make my predictions as to the sort of a day the forthcoming day is going to be. I just thought I'd give you a bit of a rundown. Now, I'm not going to be doing this for every update, but just to give you an idea as to how I ascertain the odds. Right now, it's 6 a.m. roughly on the 18th of July, New York time. This bar here is last Friday's bar, the 15th of January. And right now, as we speak, the SPY futures indicate that we may have a opening SPY price of around $375.60, which is at that level. So what I normally do is when I'm armed with an indicative opening price for the SPY, it generates for me a whole bunch of price points, if you like, that tells me, in essence, if the prices were to open at that level, what the probability of an up day would be. So as an example, if the actual SPY open was not 375.60, but 385.40, as an example, the probability of an up day would be 44.4%. So in an instance like that, I would have made the prediction that the forthcoming trading day would have a open to close pricing that would be down. So in other words, the closing price would be less than the opening price. Similarly, if the SPY were to in fact open around the 382.90, then the system predicts that there is a very good chance that at that open, the close would be at a level which is higher than 382.90, whatever that might be. Okay, so I use this grid of prices to make my decision as to what sort of a day it's likely to be on the SPY. And I do have a confession to make, in a sense that I do live in Sydney, Australia, and being available to make a forecast of the direction of the SPY open to close. Right now, at this time of the year, that's taking place at or around 1:30 in the morning. And, I mean, it's not easy to give an exact prediction, because I would need to either go to sleep and wake up or stay awake up until 1:30 in the morning. So, there will be times that I can do that, but there will be other times when I would just give you guys a grid of prices such as this. And, for those of you who reside in the US and are able to have a look at the as the open approaches for the SPY, just match it up with these different price points and use that as a prediction for how the coming days open to close direction would be. So that's what I would do. In the instances where I present this grid of prices, when tomorrow comes along and I am evaluating today's performance, I would just go ahead and use this grid and make my prediction on that basis, and I would nominate that as my forecast for the purposes of that historical forecast in building up that case. So I just thought I'd share that with you. I should also make the point that if the SPY were to open as per the 375.60 cent mark, then if you look over here, you will see that there are at 3 of the price points you have a probability rating of NAN. Now, under those circumstances, what the NAN means is that the model is unable to make a prediction for the forthcoming day. Okay, so if the SPY was to open at 375.60, then the forecast for the next day would be no forecast, in which case the long and short portfolio or the long portfolio will both not have any trades in it for the purposes of the simulated historical results. So as you can see, there are a range of values for which it is predicting that the SPY will have a lower close relative to the open. There is a range of prices for which the SPY is likely to close higher than the open, and interestingly, a small range of values here whereby it thinks that the SPY will open higher than I beg your pardon, the SPY will close higher than the open, but once the prices get open below, by the looks of it, this level here, the 373.40 mark, then chances are that the SPY will close weaker relative to the open. I just thought I'd add that in. Thank you.